All right, you guys, you voted, and we're doing the darn thing, as it were. Okay, I'm ready. I hope you're ready. I hope you guys like really make yourselves comfortable, and I hope you plan to stick it out a little bit, hang out for a few, right? Chillax, as it were. And we've got another pick a pile message. We've got 3 piles tonight. And so, of course, we are looking for ultimately that $1 million question to be answered, perhaps, right? I feel like there's like way more than $1 million or like whatever kind of figure type of question out there. But we're going to be talking about this one tonight, you guys. So just, go with it, right? Makes sense. Okay. And the ultimate question, is somebody going to match my freak, right? Is the person on your mind? Yes or no, baby? Do or die time, right? Are they going to ultimately be able to keep up? Perhaps some might say, or really just match the vibe. Okay, if you want to keep it kind of vanilla, it's not really so fun there all the time, you guys, but just, just to make sure we're all on the same page as to the why in all of this, okay? So, you know what? This is a general collective message. Yes, yes, yes. Definitely not going to resonate with every single person. Love and light, eat me. Welcome. Make yourself comfortable, honey bun. You're in for a treat, I'm sure. Okay. We've got 3 piles again tonight, and we are going to be answering again that $1 million question. And that's, is somebody gonna match my freak, right? And so, of course, you'd have to have someone in mind for this one, okay? But I'm not unmindful that perhaps we could be talking about somebody, for some of you, not all, that maybe you don't yet know, all right? So take it for what it is, okay? And oh, no worries. Yeah, eat me. I'm trying, as my schedule allows, to be able to come on in, whatever hours that may be. So I'm so glad you made it. I did notice, I just figured you're busy doing stuff, living life, right? It's okay. I don't expect you to be on for every single one in case you were trying to pressure yourself into that. I just really appreciate that you enjoy coming on and that you do so quite frequently, because your participation in the matter really does make for some treats along the way. I'm still reeling over that stable of men. My goodness. Um, Sometimes I'll just even be by myself, eat me, I promise. And I'm just like, oh, let me think about that. So funny. And I just send you some love and light, because we all have a part to play in this. It doesn't really work so well without you guys. I seriously mean that, in case anyone wondered, right? But I really do appreciate our live streams, because we do come on and have a lot of fun, some giggles and laughs, right? Irregardless of what all ever else we've got to talk about. But I'm mindful you can't be so serious all the time. And again, you guys voted, which was pretty awesome, if I do say so myself. So thank you for your participation, collective. Much, much love and light to you all. Happy Friday, as it were. And I'm excited to get into this pick a pile message. But I know you've got different goings ons, as it were, different schedules. And I will go ahead and firstly ring the bell this live stream. Because if I do say so myself, you guys, if I recall correctly, I was not able, there was like too much coming through the channel for at least one of those previous live streams that posted earlier today. Whew. But we're good. I'm a little late because, you guys, guess what? I was not really mindful of the time when I gave one, so my bad. All right. Still learning and growing right along with you guys, right? And I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, hold on a second, because yeah, it's 9:30, and like, yeah, I'm starting to do my part, right? But it's not something that you guys necessarily want to watch, right? Like me, like what really looks like me talking to myself and looking through boxes, right? So I'm like, oh my goodness. But then I thought, you know what? Nothing just happens, and so it's all well and good. So thank you for helping on the live stream and not being so hot under the collar on the strength of the time differential, as it were. I was literally present and doing what I come here to do, but I just wasn't mindful of the fact that, like, oh goodness, you guys did. didn't need to come so early to the party, as it were, or be expected to be, because I couldn't allow for it anyhow. I had to do my part. So I'm just grateful that we all made it, and we're making it work. So much love and light, you guys. Love and light, Alphonse. Ooh, let me see. Ooh, that's a good question, Alphonse. Ooh. Here's my thing. Like, if you're texting anybody from somewhere beautiful like that, probably high keep. I mean, I'm checking, but I'm just saying, Alphonse, like, come on. Right? Like, literally inside of a screensaver. It's like, oh, let me just call someone I didn't really want to think about. Oh my goodness. Not gonna lie. Was this all business? Looking at the Tower card and the Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck, Alphonse. This is strange. They're both indicating no. Is she angry or... One second, let me just double check here, because that's so sus. I feel like that's sus. So let me just check. Wow, stranger things have happened, I guess, but yikes, that just felt like not the energy I thought, if I do say so myself. But, you know, I'm not here to manipulate the cards. I'm just like, was she raging then? Like, I feel like you wouldn't mistake rage for, like, romanticisms. I mean, come on. Right? Like, who does that? Well, stranger things have happened, I suppose. Different levels. Whew. Okay, now let me see. Huh. You know what? Don't put the press on her, Alphonse. Just ride with it, because really what I just went through is like the energetic epitome of like, don't push me, but I'm coming, right? Like, you know, like, yeah, like I want this, but I don't want to tell you, and I don't want to talk about how I, you know, maybe I'm thinking about wanting this. It's giving like, you know, I was, how they say, like, should I say cock blocked? Like, I was just blocked, right, from the truth of the matter. And I'm like, something's sus here. I go to the other deck and it pops out yes, with a sidecar of maybe. See, there's that hesitancy, and the maybe is giving hermit, right? Hermit energy is really talking about being reserved, being private, studying, analyzing, perhaps even overthinking in this case, or context, dare I say, Alphonse. And all I'm saying is, you just do you. Like, hey, did you look in the mirror today and remind yourself that you're amazing? Or did you already go past that mirror so built up you just knew? You didn't even have to look in it anymore to tell you know what I'm saying? Like, there's levels to that too, right? You guys keep working the steps, because that's what's going to get you those apologies if you deserve or desire them. That's what's going to get that connection off the ground and staying off the ground, right? You know, way faster than you trying to ultimately sabotage the connection through self-sabotage, through disbelief, through impatience, right? Through ripping up seeds of manifestation, you know? So keep going, keep growing, right? Because where's the problem at the end of the road when you're like better than you could even imagine, right? When you are better than you exist, even in this particular version currently of yourselves, right? Where's the problem? Just, you gotta sometimes enjoy the ride, right? But please, Alphonse and anyone who can make sense of this, right now is not the time to leave out the fact that you are amazing, and the fact that you have your part to play in every aspect of all of this, right? Irregardless of the fact that perhaps you can't control all aspects of it outside of you especially, but you can damn sure keep yourselves balanced and in a position of power mentally and emotionally, right? And again, going back to that balance, okay? And enjoy the ride. All we have, truthfully, right now, is right now. And that is the gift, the present. Makes sense? All right? So do you, okay? Because that's ultimately the end game anyhow, baby. You're very, very welcome, Alphonse. Much love and light. Yes, you're doing you. I can tell, Alphonse. Don't think I don't. Don't think I don't, babe. I see you. Much love and light. Okay, so let's see here. Alicia is CM. Oh my goodness, babe. Okay, let's see. That's so crazy. I could have sworn that flipped over, but it did not. And I'm looking at the Three of Wands, and right underneath the Three of Wands is the Three of Swords. So you could be seeing threes, or you will be in significance of or synchronicity of this message. I'm just triple checking. That's so crazy. I would have swore I felt that and everything. But let's keep going here, Alicia. Okay, so we've got 2 cards come out the deck. I do see at the 3 cards that I'm now looking at, namely the Queen of Wands, which in answer to yes, no is a yes, but hear me out here, Alicia. You simultaneously got a no card, right? Talking about the 7 of Pentacles. And at the bottom of the deck now stands a very breakthrough divine assistant type of energy. Okay, one, speaking of you know, emotional satiety. All right, Pentacles are not always about money and resources, guys. They're definitely high key, significantly connected to aspects of sacral chakra even, right? You know, you're feeling heard, you're feeling content and satiated with your own perspective, excuse me, of your own measure of value, right? Regardless of other people's opinions, you're okay with you, kind of thing. And of course, connecting to 2 or more, we're speaking reciprocity. This does still stand to be, okay? It may take some time, it may take some prayers and petitions and some more time, right? But I don't see that there is a final end unless and until you will for that. And I gather that you've been manifesting that, in fact, a new path or a new aspect of the connection or a reunification of communication, as well as getting back onto that same page, as it were, in forward progressive momentum, really still is a thing. Okay, wish fulfillment still is something that you guys can be. If this is not a romantic connection, then this is really talking about, you know, heart space energy, agape type of love, perhaps. But make sense of it as you will. Okay, much love and light, Alicia. You've been seeing 3s. Okay, all right, that makes sense then. Yeah, you might still see them, Alicia, and so you'll know, right? Just to take note of this message and continue to you know, be on your way. There's no rush in this, okay? Only lessons. Um, and again, you guys, all we really have right now is that now space. So what will you in that space, okay? Whether it's the now space of the mental and or the now space of the heart space and or the now space of your physicality, what will you create? What will you perhaps discontinue? And what will you maybe pick up in order to shift the future towards a more beautified, higher vibrational outcome, right? Experience and manifestation. Make sense? Okay. So let's see. The bell has rung. But if we don't have anyone in the queue, gosh, I'm not certain I have moderators on with me for this session, so bear with me, you guys. I don't always have access or the ability, quite interestingly enough, go figure, right, to always be able to view my chat box while I'm on the live with you. So interesting, isn't it? I know. And there's also some measure of restriction. I can only scroll but so far back. Okay. So if you should have your question skipped over, and you find out ultimately that, you know, you in fact do know the live stream rules, and you've done not 1, not 2, but all of the things, okay, that are listed in the description box, and yet you still have no answer, and you know you were present to hear that that's actually a fact, please let's discuss that so we can get to a resolution. Otherwise, high key, guys, it's really going to be because you didn't follow all aspects of the rules. And that's just to keep it orderly and to keep me sane while I'm on the live stream doing these free readings back to back, right? And so that I don't work any harder than I'm already willing to work, right? So there's that. And thank you so much for those that, you know, even if you can't share in my sentiment, so to speak, on that, you do at least respect my boundaries in the matter. Thank you. And thank you for appreciating me, because guess what? You can ask the divine. I definitely appreciate you. All right. Irregardless of whether or not we met 14 seconds ago or tomorrow. I said what I said. I'm so serious, you guys. What's time, anyways, right? But I digress. Okay. So eat me. Yes, that's another fun point, isn't it? We can ask adult questions, because this, again, you guys, is to be a situation. There is a situationship, because who knows what might come through the channeling or the chat box, right? For us to all be viewed and experienced and enjoyed outside of the earshot, and of course, the view space of the children's. This is an 18 and older situation, okay? As is always the case, you guys, quite frankly, but these sexy tarot times, yeah, no, we're not. We're not traumatizing children's, okay? Just saying, I don't stand for it, so please don't be that one. And I feel like high key, those literally connected to this channel and literally part of the collective energies, I don't gotta tell you even once, let alone twice, about that. So please don't feel like you know, I'm thinking that way, right? However, I'm addressing it so that we're all clear on that. Again, no children should be hearing, overhearing, and or viewing any aspect basically of this channel, right? But high key, you guys, make it make sense. Referable to the adult time, adult-ish sessions like the Sexy Tarot series. Make sense? All right. I want to say capiche. Like, I don't know. I don't know why I'm not even. I wish I could be Italian, but maybe in another life, right? There's hope. There's hope. Okay. But anyways, you guys, if you're still with me, okay, well, you need lube. All right, let's see here, Eat Me. That's a good question, because God forbid you had to find out the hard way, right, Eat Me? Ooh, we got a yes. Okay, because basically, ooh, a lot of give and take. A lot of give and take. Like, you go tit, they're right there with the tat and that ass. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So, get the lube, Eat Me. Don't forget. Please, don't forget. How long have I... So, I've been on here like less than 20 minutes and I'm already feeling like I'm going off the rails. Oh my gosh. Eat me. So funny. All right, you guys, I'm going to start pile number 1, right? And thank you for the few of you who decided to stick around, irregardless of whether or not you got a free tarot reading. And please know I appreciate you guys for that. Just saying. All right, you're very welcome, Eat Me. All right, so pile number 1. Here's the sitch. This is the type of person that will do these things, all right? Or you maybe have done these things in your history, right? Take what resonates, pile number 1, because it's still a general collective message, even though we're doing the pick-up piles, right? And so you might actually resonate with certain parts of a pile, and it might even be like Salt Bay energy over here, like, take a little of that and a little of that, add some sazon, right? Like, you know what I mean? Make sense of it as you will, but please, okay? I can clearly see from the cards some of you are into that, what do they call it, like BDSM or whatever? Yep, confirmation. Okay, here's the sitch. Don't involve your intuition in that ish, right? Unbind it, okay? It's not supposed to be hanging in the closet somewhere. So serious, you guys. All right, release the restraints and use it, okay? Or lose it, they say, right? Love and light, Lisa M. Shoot, Eat Me, you're preaching to the choir. I get it, babe. Okay, gets that. Let me check my phone. What's it buzzing? It's buzzing? All right. Okay. Let me focus here. All right, we're gonna ring the bell again, you guys. I really hope you hang out with us a bit, maybe get something out of it, even if it's just like a laugh, right? And so we're not on questions at the moment, babe, but please check that description box below and scroll all the way down past all the other goodies that I'm looking to share with you. Just saying. for the live stream rules so that you are ready when that bell rings. All right, babe? Because I don't want to have to go through the talk like, oh, you didn't do that, and so I can't answer the question. And then I look like I just came here not to read cards when that's not really the case. And right? And we're having fun, aren't we? So thank you for checking that description box. All right. But I digress. Pile number one, this person and you, okay. I don't know. I want to say it this way. Let me correct it. This is the type of person that you would catch a movie and like maybe grab ice cream afterwards with. Okay. This is also pile number one, the type of person that, you know, you and they might think it's something to do, cute or necessary to return to the place, wherever that may be, that you've had your first kiss. Okay. And some of you, maybe not all connecting to pile number one, because, you know, different strokes for different folks, right? If you were to go out on a date, perhaps you might include some wine or a wine tasting. That sounds like fun. Gosh. And here's where it gets real bougie. Golly. All right. Some of y'all might want to go on out on a limb here and try some snail. Oh, excuse me, some escargot. Okay. I wouldn't. But you might. Okay. So there's that. And in answer to is this person, the person on your mind, those connecting with pile number one, going to be able to, you know what, you guys, I just realized I didn't do any like markers, right? Do you guys want markers to figure out which pile you want to actually pick before I let the cat out of the bag? Ooh, there's some synchronicity to this. Maybe there's some stop start energy behind closed doors or in the outdoors, as I see in the cards. Goodness. But somebody let me know in the chat box. I'll just take a quick poll on that one, right? We can be interactive. I love the live streams when they're interactive. You think it's delicious? Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure I had some as well in French class, but it might have traumatized me so much that I blocked that part out. So it's like a 50-50. I'm not sure. I went through a lot of stuff in those years. Yeah, it was great. But anywho, you want the cat in the bag or the cat to be delivered in a paper bag? What are you saying, Eat Me? I'm just like hearing my song in the background, like put it in the bag. I'm like, what are we talking about? The cat? Put the cat in the bag? I don't know. So if you guys, oh, Penelope was in your boxes today. If you guys don't want to answer the question, I'm just going to go on ahead and just say, all right, pick a freaking number. How about that? Because I actually was trying to get on the live and totally forgot that part. Usually for the pick a piles, I do have something to hold up and say, do you want this one or this one or is it that one? Right. Now we just got numbers that basically are imaginary because I don't even have those to show you. But hopefully this is making sense so far for somebody. But I digress. Okay. Is this person, pile number one, going to match your freak? It's giving a maybe, right? And here's why. There's a lot that you guys have to get to know about each other. It's coming through, okay? This person and you could actually be creatives, creators, right? Artists, artisans. And you might actually have some pretty cool and innovative ideas that could ultimately become like, you know, like a hustle or money-making opportunity, and or some way to showcase your talent, skills, and abilities. And this card, referable to heart space energy here. And I know it's sexy tarot. I did not leave it out. All right, just let me just get to it. There's levels and, dare I say, layers to this. Okay. It says cooperation in your quest to manifest the energy of love. You realize that every person and experience has value. Okay, so really it's given, you know, irregardless of whether or not you're ultimately like Ariana would say, thank you next. Okay, you do have the ability to, you know, appreciate the lesson. Okay. So pile number one, especially if all of that resonated, you're being guided to surrender to your heart. So it's giving as far as anything beyond the sex, right? You know, you better know what you do and what you don't want and be clear about that and be clear with self about that, okay? Because, you know, I'm sure you've been there a time or two, irregardless on which end, where someone wasn't quite sure and things continued, and maybe not in ways that they would have actually panned out if the clarity were there, right? For both parties or all parties, depending on who all I'm talking about, right? Some of y'all just grouping it up, huh? No, but let me stop. No judgment, only love and light. Okay. But anywho, there's some aspect to, slowing things down, perhaps. Like maybe somebody isn't clear just wholly on the connection, but also could be, connecting to third party energy. And third party energy, you guys, does not have to be talking about high key smashing ass. It could be talking about whatever, what all ever gets in the way between the connection functioning, basically, right? So like if somebody's like, I don't know, like an alcoholic or like a workaholic, right, gets in the way, it's third party energy, just to be clear. Okay. And it's so funny because I looked down, I can't really show you this because this is the erotic or exotic tarot, I'm not exactly sure what they call it. There could be some aspect to a if applicable, male member being quite large. It might actually be how they say a fatty, and again, not talking ass, okay, just saying. um this person or someone here, I'd like to say it's probably somebody outside of the collective, makes sense, okay, because I got the best collective hands down, and of course we know what we're doing, especially referable to aspects of spirituality, makes sense, okay, but this person might be playing catch up because I do see that they are having some sort of awakening. And I'm also looking at the Tower card. Hear me out, guys. And literally, if we're talking uh, physical masculinity, physically referable to that member, definitely stands tall, irregardless of its girth, okay? And definitely quite easily. Okay, so feels freaky enough to me, you know what I'm saying? I don't know whatever else you were looking for, but let's see what else we can find, right? So pile number one, you could be really rocking the witchy and or goth and or steampunk aesthetic. Okay. um I'm just getting something about like the pale skin, right? Not necessarily that you paint it, but it's definitely perhaps coming across that maybe you enhance it to some degree, and not to be like triggering or offensive or whatever, right? Not to be canceled, as it were, but something kind of likened to that of like the way Chapel Roan's aesthetic appears, referable to her makeup, not necessarily the garb, if that makes sense. Um, and so this person, okay, here comes some more freak for you. I'm just saying here, pal number one. All right, I hope you're ready. Definitely high significance to pale skin. Again, that's not me saying somebody needs sun or anything. It's just what I'm seeing in the cards. And this person loves if you do have like skimpy lingerie, yes, but also even like bathing suits, like bikinis, two pieces, right? This person loves, even irregardless of what you have on, if you should do a floor routine of sorts, right? Whether gymnastics or insert stripper pole here is probably a good time for that one. But and some aspect to crawling around on the floor, touching hair, tousling hair. This person will grip that. You know what I'm saying? For sure. There's some that they love the hair, regardless of whether you consider it wavy, kinky, brunette, or blonde. And there is some significance to, especially if you are of the female avatar or meat suit variety. Um, okay, I really have to wait. Hold on, wait, hold on. I gotta recraft it because I could not say that. Hold on. I can't say that one either. Hold on. Ooh, hold on. How will I say that? Shoot. Got me. Like I'm literally about to blush. Okay. Um Again, this would be applicable for those equipped with the physical, and that's not me trying to say like, that there's like a contest in this. I'm just trying to be clear because of what I also have to say. But this is like if you are understanding you are physically in a female like you possess a female genitalia, I'll say it that way, right? Then you know how like pancakes sometimes come with whipped cream, or like apple pie? Oh, they love that cream. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's ready whip or what you got going there. Yeah, okay. That's a whole snack. Come here. All right, here we go. All right, I can do it. Okay, so continuing on. Y'all might need to hydrate, or you do have to, right? Depending on, because some of you, maybe you're not necessarily around this person. Maybe this person, hey, maybe isn't even in your path yet, depending on who all I'm reading for in the timeline of this, right? And again, what's time? Makes sense. Gosh, this is a doozy. But you are, especially if you know that you know this person, you've experienced this person already, and maybe perhaps you've been getting other readings from other readers, and or just downloads, intuitive hits that this person is going to make their way back, spin the block as it were, if applicable, and or this is somebody that you just know, that's who you're with, that's who you lay it down with, right? This person wants you to know that you have the key to their heart, okay? And they are praying that once you guys get it back off the ground, or as you guys exist and stand now, or will stand, right? General collective, my goodness, okay? That they don't want that to be torn apart. Okay. Now, for the freaky deaky, you know what I found fabulous about pile number one, if I do say so myself? It's giving like halvesies for everything. I mean, not necessarily monetarily, right? We're not here for that anyways. We're talking about the other stuff that keeps a relationship, if I do say so myself. But anyhow, and so like if you want to tickle your fancy or theirs with anything outside of the physicality that you two share, like appendages and attachments, right? Some call them toys. They don't mind, even if you putting them in there. So just say, and then also, hey, maybe, you could take turns or switch around who's doing what, depending on what all date night is consisting of and the schedule, right? Blindfolds are fun, apparently, for use too. Very experimental is the word. And you know what I also found interesting about the freaky deaky aspect for pile number one? You seem to be, irregardless of how long or how short you've been together, very good at working the trajectories in many ways, for the most pleasure filled pressure. And again, there's a variety of that, and I'm like, wow, that's actually impressive. So whether it's back shots, or you're taking turns of who's on top, and how you're rotating and what you're rotating, I see very much satisfactory results again and again and again and again, right? So pile number one, it's giving, as far as can this person match your freak? With the Hierophant energy indicating maybe, I'm sure you'll get there again and again and again. All right. So I'm going to ring the bell for those maybe that came in the back. No pun intended, just saying. And again, this is adults only, right? Please, no children's around. I'm not here for traumatizing children's, okay? Or anybody or anything, right? To be clear. But if you wondered, why are you here? No, let me stop. But I digress. So the bell has rung. And if you are still applicable, you get one freebie per live stream, you guys. Just saying, okay? In case somebody didn't know, right? But if you are applicable for a free reading tonight, go on ahead and pop the question in, but please be mindful of those live stream rules and follow them accordingly, okay? Thank you. All right. So in the meantime, I haven't forgotten about you. Hold on. I just want to close out pile number one. And we're going to, hopefully tonight, we'll see. It feels like it's been 3 days and 20 minutes so far. We're going to be taking a look at first, middle, and or last name initials on the part of this person connected to pile number one for the collective member. But be mindful, the collective member's energy may be in fact what comes out. or a bit of a mixed bag, or none at all. Use your intuition and only take what resonates, okay? Yikes. Figures Aries hits the ground, right? It's a lot of energy. It's giving strong light pull. That's so funny. We do have an Esmeralda. I just heard Esmeralda, but I think it's actually a character of sorts. I'm not exactly sure. No, I don't think that was her name on that show. If Fiona were here, I could ask her because I feel like she would know. Because it's connecting to the show Benson, and we were just talking about that the other live stream. Hold on, you guys. I haven't forgotten about you. All right. Okay. Gemini at the bottom of the deck, you guys. Whether you're ish, they're ish, or no ish at all. All right. Just telling you what's coming out. That's all. Because sharing's caring. Right. So take what resonates only and nothing else. Okay. No, let me stop. But we've got Leo also coming out. We've got Aries, Aquarius, Pisces, Scorpio, Capricorn, and we've got F, we've got L, we've got R, P, whether first, middle, or last name initial, you guys, G on the part of this person on your mind or you, A, we've got N, we've got S, we've got T, we've got Q, we've got C, we've got another P, right? So somebody can have two P's in one name, or two, or excuse me, yeah, or two or more initials of the same variety, namely P, right? How fitting for a sexy tarot session, just saying. Now let me stop. And lastly, but certainly not least, for pile number 1, M. All right. I'm hearing Michael. And now I'm thinking Michael Jackson. So maybe that went left really fast. Yikes. I've been channeling songs all day today, you guys. One of them was like, "You jumped the bomb on me, baby." I don't even know who sings that. It's like an old tune from probably like the 80s, maybe 70s. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I feel like I should know who sings that, but like I really don't. Like, not at the moment. And not all day whenever I was singing it. It's kind of got stuck there for a second. I was like, oh my gosh, hold on, we have to move on. We've got to move. Okay, let me see here. Anybody in the queue? For fuck's sake. Oh, much love and light, sister girl. All right, you guys, if not, we're just going to do quick and dirty and get on with pile number 2. No worries. All right. So, pile number 2. I feel like I have to hydrate. Hold on one second, because, like, let me not overwork myself. Sometimes I, like, really don't have awareness of how much I'm speaking until I'm like, oh my God. Like, fix it. I'll just be getting dry. Like, dang. All right. All right, right. But I don't want to forget this, though. So, pile number 2. I feel like I don't have enough space. And I'm not exactly sure if this might be part of the channeling. Oh my God. Is this a... Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Hold on, because... That's too much. Okay. Whew. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you right now, it's a no. It's a no. It's a no, and please move on. It's a no, pile number 2, and move on. You can do bad by yourself, baby, but in like the highest vibrational sense of the word bad. So serious. if I do say so myself. But now that I've gotten my 2 cents out of the way, all right, I will deliver the message, okay, and I'll tell you the freaky details and ish. I also got you so good, right, that I consulted one of my recently made oracles, all right, really talking about that harsh reality, right, the harsh truth in the matter, the ish that they won't say, okay, so serious. And man, I don't know how y'all are gonna feel, but if you resonate with this, please, trigger warning, right? Trigger warning, okay? And that's me loving and lighting you. I'm not judging anybody or judging anything, but pardon me, I don't like low vibes, okay? And that's not me coming for you. We're talking about this person, okay? And I'm not even coming for them. It just is what it is. Like, I'm reading energy. Like, what do you want, right? I'm not gonna lie to you, okay? So, having said that, all right, golly, I just didn't know I was gonna feel it like that. Just saying. um, this is the type of person. See now, because now I want to get on one. Hold on, hold on. Let me hydrate. Hold on. Here we go. This is the type of person that perhaps already stays in hotels anyhow, right? And you know what? So what of it, right? That's not, I'm laughing because I'm trying to keep my vibe high, just to be clear. So sorry, because we do have some newbies here. And I'm just trying to be mindful of that. So 1 second, I'm going to pause the channeling and let everyone know and or remind them. Please understand, if you hear me giggling, I'm literally trying to keep the channel whilst keeping my boundaries, okay, in the matter, and keeping control over my vibe. And I don't like low vibes, okay? So there's that. And sometimes, if I do say so myself, when I have need of, and it's not something I necessarily think to do, in case anyone wondered, I do tend to giggle in the most inopportune times. All right. I'm so serious. I would actually out myself if I was just being judgy in the moment. That's not the case here. Okay. So to be clear, and see that this is also why I don't really enjoy all the way, right? At all. Low vibes. Because if I wasn't of a certain mindset about me, I'll just say it that way, maybe I wouldn't have caught that. But I'm not here for the tricks, and I'm not here for the bleepity bleep. Okay, so to be clear, but I will deliver the message because I've already gone ahead and pulled the cards, and it just is what it is. Okay, and I'm so not lying to you. It is a no. Don't let them try to even pretend to match your freak. Don't let them near your freak. Don't let them. Access denied. I'm so serious, okay? But here's the sitch. This is the type of person that hangs out in hotels, motels, holiday inns, right? And strategically, I'll say it that way, okay? And so, you know, maybe in your history with this person, and there is a history, whoever is connecting to this particular pile number 2, all right? Um, there could be a history of you staying in a hotel for whatever reason, as tawdry as it may or may not have been. All right. But I say all that to say this person would have tried to finesse it, you know, perhaps while you're paying for things, or perhaps while you're putting yourself on the line for things, and whatever that may mean. I'm not saying it's like always high key the worst context or the worst case scenario of what all I'm referencing, but it could, since I'm mentioning it now. Okay, this is the channeling. All right. And so, you know, this person is the type of person to be like, nah, like, you love this, like, this is great, like, you love it, you love all of this. And like whole time it's like, what? Like, anybody in their right mind would be like, no, this ain't good. It's not even good enough, right? Let alone good. Okay. This person's like, yeah, let's go camping and sleep under the stars kind of vibes. You feel me? But really, you come to find out, perhaps, like, maybe they're staying there. You know what I mean? Like, this, I'm not coming for anyone. I don't think any of this is funny, right? But this is the message. I'm not encouraging anyone to actually laugh at this or think of it as something jovial, because it's also not funny, right? And so there's that, okay? There could be some significance to this person, like fermenting things for alcoholic purposes. Okay. I mean, this is really, it's like, you almost want to give this person some credit for the ingenuity, right? But then it's like, what actually is going on here? Because, like, why wouldn't they actually action out a lot better? Where's the functionality, right? So there's that. Okay. This person is the type to, really, perhaps if you're finding yourselves by the sea long enough to know exactly where the lobster traps are, kind of thing. And not because they're fishermen or working. So, no, this person, here's the sitch. I'm getting intuitively, you are literally needing to, if you have not already done so, okay, pile number 2, collective member, hello, hey, hi, you have to talk. You need to leave this mofo, because karma is about to hit, and you are not a part of that, okay? Unless and until you say you are, please don't be that one. I'm so serious. Look at this, look at this, look, they made cards about it. Discernment, all right? We've talked about intuition, right? Definitely use that. Also, the spirit of discernment is upon you for this. Use it, okay? You can. Yes, you can. Right? But what will you, collective member? And again, the answer is match and freak with that one. No, no, no. That's a no. That's a all the no's. All the no's. Okay. Because you don't want to go signing up for another period of difficulty when you've already reached new earth energy, which is conscious based awareness. Makes sense? All right. Keep going. Let this person go wherever, they're ordered to or designed or destined to go. And, love on you. Okay. You do you, because you need to keep your integrity about you. And really, I know you thought I was talking about morals and values. I'm talking about your actual, like, health, sexually and otherwise, right? Integrity. You could be having dreams of this person, and you're being guided to work with carnelian agate at this time. There's something about the sex. This person could be using sex magic to actually enter you in the dream state. I did not intend to say that. You may be guided to work with black salt at this time. You can actually place a pouch of it, interestingly enough, underneath your pillow. I never thought to do that. I usually understand it to be great for, like, perimeter work, right? Just for protective measures. But I guess, yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It's like selenite. You could, if it's, well, selenite's actually not as safe as black salt, I'm sure. But I digress. Okay, now, I think this is one of those, babe, I mean, you just got to chalk it up to thank you for the lesson. Right? Thank you. I now know what I don't want and should never be around, right? Like, even beyond that of the sexual type of access, right? Just in general, right? I'm gonna get to the sex, but do we care? Like, I'll do it. I'll do it. But I'm just saying. So, power number 2, this person really, their dark truth, like the harsh reality, the harsh truth here, they're keeping you, even in these moments, a secret, or the fact that they want you around, or the fact that they are hung up on you, or however they might say it, a secret from others, because they are working other avenues, right? This is like, oh my God, that freaking Weekend song. Wait, hold on, wait, hold on a second. Okay, wait. Oh my God, wait, hold on a second. Because this is like literally this. Hold on one second, like the lyrics. Um Okay. Okay. Sorry. Hold on. Yeah. No, wait. That's not even it, though. That's what I'm hearing, but that's not the right song. Crap. I hate when I do that. Oh, wait. No, wait. Hold on a second. Wait, hold on. Wait. I'm going to have to put that one in the group later because I don't want to take the time. Oh, that's so disappointing. But there's like this weekend song, and I don't really even know how popular it is because I feel like it's like from back in the day, like before they even knew what he looked like, kind of thing. But like it was released. And really, when you find the video on it, like even on YouTube, like it's not really like a video. It's more like a picture with the audio, right? And it's like him and like this guy in a stairwell. I don't know. But it's talking about like basically the character that Abel is playing or was in real life. I mean, I'm not here to judge. I just don't really know the backstory. I don't even know if like I don't know. But it's basically saying about how like he can't be around for like a long time because his lifestyle is basically like, like I'm like basically like homeless and I've got to like pay to stay kind of thing, right? And whatever that may mean, right? And that he's basically like down for that and making sure she's understanding of that, right? Like they're not going to make any kind of magic beyond that night or that few fleeting moments in the timeline, as it were, because there's just nothing stable there. Okay. And so this definitely is somebody who is not giving stability, right? Like this person, look how this guy even looks in the no card, right? Like it's like, okay, he got caught because like he basically was like, okay, well, I thought, Wednesdays were for Wendy. But here comes, Sylvia from Saturday and just happened to be walking past and caught me in the car with, like, you know what I mean? Like, right. And I'm not laughing. Like, I literally, this is so low vibes. I have to, like, reintegrate. Okay. So sorry. And it's sad, too. Like, if I do say so myself. So there was that, right? Because none of that's funny. Because it's like, that this person didn't just like fall out their mama like that. Do you know what I mean? Like a lot of stuff happened, right? And broke people just go around breaking ish, right? Because hurt people hurt people. I mean, try being broken and see what you get into. You know what I'm saying? And so it's not funny, right? And I'm not here judging, just to be clear. And I don't encourage anyone else to do that. You don't really want the karma, you guys. So serious, right? This is somebody's truth, though, because I really want to knock my nose off, all right? And this person's other harsh truth, right? Harsh reality. I don't want you to move on, collective member. Not completely, so that way I can still have access to your karma and your protection. That's where you go, access denied. So again, if you have not yet to do that, why don't you go hop off the live stream and do it? Like, seriously, okay? No joke. This person saying, I see potential in you, collective member. Pile number 2. And I want to keep you around to ride your coattails. Right? If applicable, right? Like, don't even, like, you're probably thinking, like, wait, like, what? Or you see me as, like, what, giving a TED Talk tomorrow, and I got, like, what, a whole tech company in my back pocket, right? And it's like, compared to their vibration, I won't really make it about job status or mental health. Yes. Right? And you know what's sad, you guys? And we talk about this a lot, quite frequently, if I do say so myself. This is like a prime example of like moon cycles past. All right, I'm not here to project this into your now and or your future. So serious, and you should be doing the work to ensure that it's not. If I do say so myself, please and thank you, please. Okay, I say that with love, right? But this is like you know everyone else can see collective members light and shining and spiritual wealth, right? And collective member in moon cycles past, and we've all been there. I'm not coming for you, right? But let's talk about it so we remember where we came from, so we're not finding ourselves circling the drain, as it were, right? Circling back in a definitely regressive manner. That's not progressive at all. Don't do that, right? But it's good to talk about, where you've been, right? And it's like everyone but you can see you, your worth, your magnanimous arse, as it were, right? The fact that you are a spiritual baddie, the fact that you're still alive, the fact that you were never dead makes sense, depending on the context of the words. But the message stands, right? And this is why, you guys, in this new earth energy, and again, it's conscious based awareness, no jumping from one rock or one star to the next, or one planet to the next, makes sense. And so, you really need to honor your worth and add that tax and talk about it, right? Live like it, love like it. And really, it goes back to that self love as well. Loving you firstly, so that you are not casting anything near any kind of swine, pearls or not, pigs or not. Okay. So serious. Okay. Um, so use that spirit of discernment that the divine gave you, all right? Because this is a no matching a freak, no matching a freak. And here's something that can assist you, I'm sure, in remembering exactly just that. They do not match your freak, okay? Because they are coming out so selfish in the boudoir department that it's I don't even want to give it a high enough calculated score to be mid, okay? um and this person really maybe didn't even do a lot of penetration, so I don't know if this person is like, perhaps just really overused or overusing, or maybe someone in the closet, or just really spent, okay? Because I just get this person, and it's so crazy because I'm looking and I cannot share these cards, so serious, right? But I'm looking and it's like there are a lot of like hotel room vibes. There's a lot of aspects of masking, right? Whether through cosplay, whether through eye gaze, or really the anti-eye gaze. Definitely not looking about the face, not from one eye gate to the next, okay? And I would advise against that anyhow. Protect your eye gate, for God's sakes, okay? Just so serious, right? Yeah, as I say that, I'm looking at the judgment card, which I also can't share with you. Could be some significance to back tattoos, though, I can tell you that much. But yeah, this person really is kind of giving lost soul energy, if I do say so myself. And again, that's not me judging, right? Um, but this person, it's almost like they expected you to be at that vibe. I don't want to say, I almost wanted to say like on that level. Maybe you were, right? Maybe we're on that vibrational frequency to learn the lesson. Okay, right? And so again, it's not a contest of like, oh, who's faster, who's stronger, like who's better, it's just what we're describing through the energies, right? Or what my guides and I are able to articulate off of the energies from the cards. And that's the best way I can verbally make sense of that. There is definitely some significance to witchy vibes. There could be someone who has a goddess tattoo. Um, there could be some significance to really any kind of hair. I was going to say blonde or brunette, but we've got the reds and the silver foxes, as it were, coming out as well. We've got the Afrocentric, okay. We've got wavy, kinky, curly. So all kinds there. There could be some significance to somebody being uh, pleasantly plump, right? Uh, but even referable to what happened behind closed doors. It's like, okay, you do that, I'll watch, right? Okay, then you do me, okay, and I'll watch you do me. And then I'll give you like a little digit here, some fingers there. And then it's giving no eye gaze. It's like, what kind of, what? Like, this person literally, not to be like offensive, alarming, triggering, mean, or hurtful. And I do have to explain, but I cannot show you this card, that I am pulling from definitely not a Rider-Waite tarot, okay? And it's definitely not traditional. It's got extra cards in it, right? And one of them is called the Whore, okay? This person maybe tried to treat you as that, maybe expected you to be that, maybe hoped you would be, regardless of whether or not you had awareness of that fact, okay? Again, this is low vibes, and that's putting it nicely, baby, and I don't like it one bit. I don't like it for you, and I don't like it for that person. How's that? Okay, just to be clear, right? But this is, long story short, a no, 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 all right? And so I'm going to close out pile number 2 with the first, middle, or last name initials and or chart placement on the part of this person is the intention, right? The person on your mind. But it may very well be your own collective. Take what resonates. And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if you're saying, yeah, I know exactly who this is. I'm hearing the name Jeremy. But, you know, none of the stuff comes through this particular aspect, right? Just to try to be elusive. This person really is in, like, how you would say, like, fight or flight mode. Really like survival of the fittest, me against the world, right? Survival mode, really. It's sad. We've got you at the bottom of the deck, and as I pick up you, I see the Cancer chart placement. We've got Gemini coming out here for chart placements for pile number 2, whether on the part of this person you're thinking of, or on the part of you collective member. Aquarius coming out, as well as Pisces. We've got Scorpio, Capricorn, and certainly last but certainly not least, Virgo. Continuing on with first, middle, and our last name initials, we've got K, we've got I, we've got Q, we've got T, we've got D, we've got J. Why are they always coming out together like that? That's so funny. And then I have to go, it's either JD or DJ perhaps, right? I'm hearing Kiki as well. And we've got M. All right. I'm hearing Marguerite. So, yeah. No bueno. Not good. No likey. All right. So if you have that carnelian agate, use it. And you know what? Sometimes you just got to chalk it up to the experience being the reward, right? It's like, well, now that I have that experience, I'm wiser because I know exactly what I don't want, right? I know exactly what I'm allergic to. No, let me stop. I cannot remember the name of that song. You're right, Eat Me. I do not. And then whenever I try to hear it, right, I go to the wrong song. I'm like, that's not. I went to Wicked Games and it's not Wicked Games. I'm trying to think, how would I find that? How would I find that song? But you know what? Actually, wait, hold on, let me see. Because I used to stay with that on repeat. That's so crazy. And I don't even resonate with that, but I just, the way he sings that, And it's so funny because to look at the man, I don't get the same reaction. You know what I mean? It's just something about the vibration of the vocals that's really just what enamors me. Let me see here. I'm going to try to find it. Because now I want to know. I'm like, what was I listening to? And I know it's on YouTube, so hold on one second. Wait. I found it. Okay, wait. Oh, okay, okay. It's called Nomads. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Like, hold on. Because I'm gonna pull up the lyrics. This is so important to me right now. All right. Oh my gosh. What if it is heroin? Man, okay. Man, this is talking about morphine, codeine, balaline. Like, wow. Okay, I didn't remember that. See, the way he sings it though, I'll just be like rocking with it, like like I even know, like, I mean, I'm grateful to say that. It's not a contest, but like I am grateful to say I don't really know about that, but like, but hold on, I'm trying to get to my point was there's this one part in the lyrics. Okay, hold on a second. It says, oh, okay. Wait, okay. So I'm not gonna sing it because wow, you go listen to that. Okay, it's Nomads, and it's late, so I ain't gonna go pitchy on purpose, right? Um, but it says I do it all to, or he. I said it. Damn. Okay. I do it all to stay warm. I do it all to get by. I do it all for a home, for a night. But baby, I won't keep you. And just know that I'ma leave you. So, me right, baby. Me right till I'm too tired to leave you. And we can call this your night. Wipe those tears from your eyes, because baby, it's all right. Baby, it's all right. And then he's like, I got a bottle of Patron in my brand new coat if you want to take a sip to forget what we did. Girl, I've done this before. I get faded all alone till my body gets thin to forget all my sins. Oh, oh, oh. Right? I mean, this shit is like so low vibes, right? Not gonna lie, right? But I also not gonna lie, I used to rock with that. Like, that's kind of scary a little bit now that I'm looking at the words. So be mindful of the eye and ear gate, of course, be protective. So, you know, just saying, if you already know that song, right, you could make reference, and it's definitely not one of the most highest vibrational songs. And in fact, I'd rather you stream mine. How about that? So check the description box for the links, right? I'm also here on YouTube with the audio, as it were. But I digress. Shameless plug over, I promise. Okay, so pile number 3. Wait, let me see. I did ring the bell, right? Hold on. I gotta play catch up. Had me going down a whole rabbit hole with the weekend for 2 seconds. My bad, y'all. I'm back. I'm back. Shoot. I don't know what he. Like, what is he? Like, them vocals just being like, okay, I see his sister girl. Let's see about Trevor. Man, anyone else get that from the weekend, or like anybody? Like, it's like there's just that one artist. You're like, why? Like, you sing like something so awful, but I would almost pay to hear you sing it, right? Just because of the sound. It's so weird, right? Sorcery-ish. Just saying, right? I'm so serious, you guys. If you are creators, you gotta know you're channeling that ish somehow, especially if you talk in music, all right? So we got yes. This person could be restless about this yes being a yes, okay? Um, but they're inspired to do it. And of course, it's because of how they feel about you, all right? All good vibes there as far as I can tell on Trevor with a quick yes no live tarot reading, all right? In case you wondered. And of course you did. That's why I'm answering your question, all right? sister girl. All right. Okay, now let's see. I think the next person in line is content. Love and light, content. Okay, let's see about finance. I'm just hearing there's something that you know that you could learn through the computer or use the computer for to learn that you should be. Or maybe it's like a brush up or an added coursework. But I do see this being very abundant, and this is very yes. And there's some aspect to like education, clarity, that could actually put you like, how you would say, like a step above the rest, right? So when you've got that added to your resume or your portfolio, I'm not exactly sure how to say it. I'm not really in that realm of finance, as it were. That you would stand out, right? Or maybe it's just the knowledge, right? Knowledge is power. So, of course, you know, you can keep your clientele happier the more you know, especially regarding finance. Are you kidding? But that's a yes. Congratulations. All right. That's what I have for content. Thank you for your patience. And so I think... So Eat Me, the name of the song is Nomads. I'm not exactly sure if I'm playing catch up or if you are, if that makes sense. A hobosexual? That's not nice. Eat Me. Oh my gosh. I didn't even... Oh my gosh. I didn't even need to imply that one. That was... That's not nice. All right. So, you know, it's funny because the other day, I was actually, you'll resonate with this because of what you said earlier on the live, actually, tonight. But I was, I think I was like on Facebook scrolling or something, and one of those memes came by, and it said, it said bisexual, but it was like BYE, like bye, like goodbye, bye bye, right? And it was like bisexual because it's because it's been so long that like basically like it's just, you know, the idea of even engaging is just kind of like bye, right? Like, no, I'm good kind of thing. And I was like, that's so freaking funny. I thought that was a good one. All right. So we're going to start with pile number 3 now, since I've been at this for over an hour. Okay, if I do say so myself, I'm going to go chill after this. I don't know what you guys got going on, but I do appreciate you hanging on with your girl and assisting with getting the watch hours up, you guys. We are well underway towards the goal. Of course, the goal is for me to be here with a lot more ease and a lot more live streams, all right, for those free tarot messages. So thank you for those that have been assisting with the channel, with the mission, with getting up the watch time hours, and as well as those that have been positively, energetically exchanging with the channel and with the collective. Much love and light to you. So pile number 3, I don't know, it feels pretty standard if you ask me. You know, whether you're going to the zoo or the museum, this is something that you and this person may find yourselves getting into, gallivanting around, as it were. And I do see you guys potentially being some form of foodies, right? Maybe you like the cultural aspect behind certain dishes as well, but really it's kind of giving food. You just like to, you know, eat and enjoy and experience. I'm hearing mangia, so maybe there's some significance to that. Is that Italian, I think? No, Italian's coming. Oh, and as I say that, make fresh pasta. Well, let's give an Italiano, right? Seems applicable, if I do say so myself. I just wasn't expecting that one. That's so funny. Maybe there's some synchronicity to that. You guys like to laugh. You maybe have like big belly laughs together, as it were. I think I'm trying to come up with the word boisterous as well. Seems fitting. I feel like normally laughs aren't indicated as boisterous, though, but... Whew, okay. I must have had something salty earlier tonight. Anywho, so as regards to the freakage, all right, is it a yes or a no? Well, it starts out as a maybe and ends at a yes. Okay, so how's that? I'm kidding, of course. We're going to clarify, just saying. So the maybe is indicating personal growth and healing, perhaps needed and or will occur because this relationship or this connectionship exists. Okay. And of course, this is part and parcel of divine strategy to assist you and this person about learning more of your own selves, separately and apart, of course, as well as together. Okay. And this talks about high priestess energy. There could be some significance to soda. Maybe somebody here, like, you always have a certain type of soda on hand, like it's like your go-to, like it's like, oh no, I'm not a Coke person, I'm a Pepsi person, or vice versa, or whatever it may be, right? And interestingly enough, this yes, right, is indicating that collective member, it's yes, but you need to take the lead. You've got to work on your own confidence to assist the divine forces with allowing this person to be uh, coming in, right? And it's really talking about you attracting them in, okay, which has nothing to do, whether guy, girl, what have you, if you're connecting with this pile, with chasing. If anything, again, it's going back to attraction, all right? Knowing your worth, loving on you, pouring into you, personally growing and healing you, okay? Gone are the days where you start thinking, okay, there's so and so a little bit busted, maybe a little bit disgusted, maybe a little bit broken, perhaps. Not that you're judging, right? Could be just an observation, and you go, aha, I can fix, I can heal, right? No, no, okay. You do for you first, and so hard, high key, that you really don't have the time to worry about things like that, because on the other side of worrying about things like that, you get a lot of disappointment. You get in the way of the divine's right role and agenda often, and karmic repercussions, ensue, and it's a little messy, and just it's not giving new earth energy. Makes sense? Whew, please don't forget, okay, collective. But incoming with this chariot energy, which is also again giving this yes, and there could be some significance to blonde hair, but I'm also seeing brunette. So what of it, right? Maybe this person prefers you blonde and you wear both. Doesn't have to be the case. But we've got satisfaction here coming out, referable to the outcome of this connection. Okay. Letting the energy of love guide you to self-approval. Okay, see how it really doesn't work so great if you leave yourself out of the equation and up until the last part of your priorities list. Just saying, okay? Because when you are self-approving, self-loving, all right, you don't need anyone else to assure you. You don't need anyone else to validate you, okay? Confirmations are nice, I'll give you that one, right? Of course you'll get those, right? But to expect validation from others or anything outside of you, that's not on the menu, especially for right now, which is definitely inside of New Earth energy. Makes sense? And I do see that you and this person do have the ability to take ownership over what perhaps you need to work on, referable to that personal growth, okay? And through the power of love, you release any stagnant situations or energies in order to transform your heart space. Okay, so this is somebody that is capable and willing and able to do the work with you. Where's the problem, right? Of course, there's a past here. We're talking about it because of that. I get that. However, if you're willing to do the work, you're willing to reroute that perception. Okay, so that's why we go, where's the problem? All right. And unity is coming out here. Okay, on the other side of it, we've got patience and virtue. This person is learning lessons with you while teaching you some, perhaps, and vice versa. Gosh, this is giving twin flame mirror type of energy. Doesn't have to be the case, but I'm very mindful of it because it's giving standard textbook referable to the energy. Just saying. This is a general collective message, though, regardless of being pile three's message. So please, please take what resonates, okay? This person definitely seems to share in your sentiment referable to any chemistry and sparks that you may feel and know and enjoy that exists between you, okay? Whether you are in current energies physically around each other and enjoying that or not, okay? But I'm getting that regardless, at some point you had, obviously, I mean, oh, I could tell you, you know, aspects of the positions, and I'll get there. Of course, we didn't leave out the tawdry, just getting through the foundational aspect of the message is all, okay? Almost there, almost there. Sound familiar, right? So, the true beauty, okay, is what they see and think and feel, perhaps, when gazing upon you, or your pictures or videos, okay? A lot of chemistry here. Gosh, we've got Capricorn energy. Still, I almost, because of the energy, if I do say so myself, want to almost say devil card energy, but I digress. We've got Capricorn coming out here, and we didn't even get to the names and chart placements deck yet, which we will consult to close out the session, of course, pile number 3, but there's some significance to that chart placement, as well as Cancer, which came out as well for pile number 3, whether this is on the part of your person and or you collective member, as well as Aries coming out of the deck. So 3 heavy hitters. All right, we'll see if they also come out of the other deck. Gosh, that's a lot of confirmation right there. And you know, they do say that the divine will often confirm in 3s, right? Maybe there's some significance to the number. Just saying, we're talking about it. So look up those angel numbers, would you? They really help round out the message. So serious, okay? And this person really, you know, as you are refracted back to that starseed energy, part and parcel of the fairy tale, believe it or not, that you wrote out. This is heavily giving twin flame vibes, right? And the reason why I kind of want to say fairy tale tongue in cheek is because this has not necessarily been a history of roses and candy. There could be some significance to Ronald Reagan or politics here. There could be some significance to the Mickey Mouse Club. Was Ronald? Wait, hold on a second. Now I have to look that up because I'm like, that's before. That's before my time. So hold on one second. Who was Let me see here. I can't remember who they. Oh, I didn't know Dick Van Dyke was part of the Mickey Mouse Club cast. That's crazy. I can't remember the actor's name, but it definitely wasn't Dick Van Dyke. um, that's connected to like the original, like the old school Mickey Mouse Club or Clubhouse. I'm not seeing him because I'm like, I don't know if he favors Reagan or not, but there's some either way, there's some significance to Ronald Reagan. Maybe it's connecting to the age on the part of one or more of you connected to this pile number 3. But I digress. Let's move along, shall we? Okay. Okay. Definitely don't mind putting fingers wherever you command them. Okay, so okay, right? Acts of service. There is high key significance to candles being lit, candle wax play, perhaps, right? This person, you know, even if you've got a little girth to you, You know, even if you are voluptuous, okay, and plus size, as it were, person don't mind you being on top, regardless of their body habitus. In fact, it's given they prefer that. Uh, something about the, something about the pounds per pressure. Um, this is not someone, especially if you understand yourself to be in a woman physical type of woman meat suit. This is not somebody that you stay dry long with, right? It's nope, not dry. Okay. If anything, you know, you maybe you could scale back a bit. Let me stop. I'm not saying it's your fault anyways, right? Takes two to tango. There could be some significance to leather and chains, belt buckles, okay, monarch butterflies, beard and mustache ensemble, textures, um, sensory, right? This is giving Christian gray red room vibes. So serious. We're not even at the red room oracle yet. Yikes. Okay, there's feathers. Yeah, a lot of sensory, a lot of straps, a swing or two. Okay, I'm like, what kind of circus? Pile number 3. What kind of circus you? How many rings you got? How many? Okay, let me stop. All right. So, this person, right? Like, even if it's not a situation of like proposal of marriage, will get on their knee and or knees for you, regardless of whether clothing is or is not optional. We'll do that. Okay, there could be some significance to, you know, the male being connected to this. Okay, if applicable. I'm not saying it has to be. Wearing like a particular medallion or chain, okay, that it's like, you know, that's like you see that and you go, that's so and so's, like, obviously, right? So there's some significance to like a chain or a piece, as you would say. There could be some significance to a Latina male as well, okay. um this is somebody that if you find applicable, and or when you find applicable, would share aspects of the bed, okay, with another, agreed upon. It's coming through, so I have to talk about it. There could be some significance to a green dress, interestingly enough. I feel like we're always talking about red dresses, right? There's some significance to a green dress coming out here. You could be one to be known to wear like gowns or attire in general of all sorts that are backless or open backed a lot. Okay, so maybe that's a feature that you enjoy sharing, right? Some people do have some great backs, so golly, hats off to you, good on you, right? What's that like? If I do say so myself. But yeah, so there could be some significance to like really long hair, like down to your like arse kind of length, okay? There could be some significance to oh my gosh. What is the name? Moulin Rouge, okay? Doesn't have to be. There could also be some significance to Boy George. All right. Could be some significance to somebody who wears hats, like large ornate hats, whether guy, girl, what have you. um, Someone here, you know, could actually make use of a scooter, a buggy, and or a wheelchair. Okay, connecting to pile number 3. And you know, foreplay here is also giving freaky deaky. Okay, a lot of like fingers in places and oral fixation type of energy coming through. There could be some significance to a white cat or a mostly white cat. This person is known to wear and or enjoys you wearing collective member thigh highs, as well as what do you call it? Well, thigh high boots comes to mind, or booties. There's something against the boots preferable too. I don't know if this person like enjoys. It's like, hey, make sure you've got the shoes on, and really not much else aside from the stockings, kind of thing. It's like that's what gets them going. It's like, who cares whatever else you got going on, as long as I'm looking at the thighs covered in nylon, in some sort of lace, in some sort of fishnet, some sort of texture, with boots and or booties on, and you're good, right? Regardless of guy, girl, what have you. It's just coming through. A lot of desires here, okay, with this connection. And well, actually, wait, hold on one second. Is that Chicago? Let me think. Wait, hold on. Seattle, not Chicago. Okay. Let's go. Blah, blah, blah. Could be some significance to Seattle. Okay. You could be having dreams of each other, or one having a dream of the other. Um, and this person wants to know, interestingly enough, connected to pile number 3, do you trust me? So whether you guys are physically actively together or not, this person does want to know, like, do you feel safe with me? Do you trust me? Like, are you having a good time in all ways and in all ways? Because I'm seeing that this person is working on being a control freak. Maybe they really were a high key one in the past. But with the, oh my, look at this card. See, what did I tell you? I mean, she don't have the boots on, but there's something about like, lace and garters and thighs covered, or maybe half covered, or just saying. And like the leather and the chains. See, I can show you this part, but I couldn't show you the other ones. Here's the sitch though, with this curious, right? This person wants to know, like, can I raise the bar here? Like, can I take you beyond some aspects of your current limits? And do you trust me to be safe with you while doing that? Right? That's a lot to ask maybe for somebody, because it's like, there's some sort of psychological aspect to the pleasure and the pain here. But it's like, can you handle it, or will I break you? Right? And this person wants to know because, again, not heartless, right? Actually giving somebody that is able to hold themselves accountable the way that they would expect you to do the same, right? And it's giving satisfaction. So it might be worth the risk. All right. Um, there's some aspect to the dream state that you guys are integrating in. This is really giving twin flame energy. Just, I mean, this is like literally, I'm trying to explain your sexual pleasures in like the upper realms, as it were. Like, it's like so far above this situation, this realm, this space. Okay. It's at least 5D, baby. So I mean, I hate to just be all like twin flame, but like the thing is, like, I'm reading the energy. um And so, yep, there's the eye gaze, right? It's like you could literally have like something that they would consider like the most glorious version of chesticles, right? And they're still gonna need to look in your eyes too, right? It's like, oh no, I'm gonna look at all of that, but let me take it all in, right? Where normal course, it's like, you got even just a little something there. Guys are just really, what were the color of the eyes? I don't know. I missed it. I was looking at the nippies, right? Like, or whatever makes sense. Okay. But not this person. They're going to take it all in and enjoy it all in, like all in all ways, excuse me. And all in, apparently, too, whatever you're putting wherever that, and whatever that means. And so there is some significance to like, it's like, hey, we're a little bit outdoors in a private situation, or we're creating this, okay? That's fun. And apparently it really is. Apparently it's very effective. So I don't know if you guys like, going back to that, like, do you trust me, and taking you beyond your limits? Maybe it's not even talking about the red room. Maybe it's talking about very much outside of it, right? In spite of perhaps the risks and or others' presences. Okay, so, I mean, really freaky. Blindfolds also, as well as not like gag necessarily, but binding, like, yeah, that's a thing that's hot for them. And they want to know, like, you know, if you aren't already doing that, okay, would you feel safe? Could we try, right? And maybe this is coming out for those that resonate with, wow, I've been with this person for a while. Maybe it's coming out because they're like trying to keep it spicy, right? So that things still feel good and, you know, are good, right? This person does seem to actually have concern for your comfortability, like your pleasure in it all, mentally, emotionally, and physically. And I stand for that, right? So I don't really see, you know, like high key red flag energy with any of this. They're able to look at you, at any aspect of you, and inclusive of your eye gate. They are able to be accountable. They are able to satisfy, right? And so, you know, whether it's on a boat or whether it's hanging from a tree, I mean, man, oh day, what are y'all doing? Okay, it's not even like, maybe just actually hit the sheets, right? Keep it, you know, safer, perhaps. I'm like, my goodness. So, like, y'all went to the rainforest to do that, though, but there was like wildlife you could have, or it's like, so you're on the lake and you actually have the boat out for the day and you're just ignoring all of that just to like go pound for pound, right? Like, it's so funny, you guys, the way, if I could share these cards, I would. Another situation is like literally like a chair brought to the beach. It's not even like a beach chair, right? Just to just do the do, but like, hold on, there's more under the moonlight. It's like, golly. So I don't know if there's some significance to like a resort experience that you have had where it's like, yeah, no, we do actually prop that chair that way and, you know, had at it underneath the gorgeous moonlight and the stars, as it were. I'm not here to judge. And of course, I mean, if it's a great time and no one got hurt, good on you, right? Whether this is in your past or your future, okay? But I do see some significance to music, okay, and that's really, gosh, can't get around that twin flame ish. You know, speaking from one song lyric to the next, okay. But there also could be some significance to a certain song as well. That it's like when that song comes on, you know, you better get yourself ready because it's on, right? And whew, definitely no problems with penetration, no problems with the friction, the pressure, or the vibes. Just saying, all right. And that's what I do have for pile number 3. So final call for the bell ring, you guys. And while you go ahead and pop your question in for the night, um, I'm going to check out the first, middle, or last name initials on the part of this person. Be mindful, it could be flip-flopped, it could be your own. Be mindful, it could be nobody's. And that's okay too. Only take what resonates, right? And same deal for the chart placements, you guys. Whether we're on the part of yourself or this person, and or you and this person, or no one connected to the situation or situationship, all right? Take only what resonates and let the rest sit, okay? All right. I really do appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Gosh, it's getting late. And I feel like I'm running out of steam, if I do say so myself. So, please and thank you for getting the questions in. Because, gosh, I've been at this a while now. And I think this is my 3rd live stream from today alone, you guys. So, thank you for getting the watch hours up. If you weren't able to join, but you can maybe join while you are on your way to La La Land. I don't mind. Just throw it on anyhow. Any video, right? Please and thank you. Okay. Definitely hitting goals around these parts, and I know I celebrate your wins as they come and as you create them, and I thank you for celebrating mine. Same deal. All right, we're all connected anyhow. So it's all good here. Not too many this time come out for pile number 3, interestingly enough. We've got, why did I almost say 0? That's so funny. And I think sometimes that can be a name. Is somebody named 0? That's weird. But it could be O, okay? We've got Taurus come out. We've got B, okay? F, M, and P at the bottom of the deck. And it is so funny because you know what? Pile number 3 had Capricorn, Aries, and Cancer, I believe it was, come out. Let me just triple check. excuse me, we've got Capricorn, Aries, and Cancer. All right, I'm on point with it tonight. I don't mind, collective. And if you two don't mind, please be sure that you have hit the like. All right, please be sure that you have subscribed. Okay, double check, you guys, because stranger things can be happening in YouTube land. All right, it's happened before. So thank you for checking, and thank you for supporting, and thank you for being amazing. Um, you know, this is where I leave you. I know some people are on their way out. I just want to say much love, like, you guys. I really appreciate you. I haven't forgotten about the free tarot. If somebody's waiting, I'm gonna check. No worries. Just wanted to say goodnight to my peeps. All right, much love and light, you guys. I appreciate you. But let's see. Do we have anybody in the back waiting for their question? Oh, DomCon in LA. I'd love to go to LA. I didn't even make it there, Amy. I was nowhere near LA, unfortunately, whenever I finally made it to that state. Okay, now let me see here. Okay, well, can I have... So Janice Kath, if you don't know if I can see your question, it's probably just because I was given the message for, like, because I'm like doing more than one thing on here, if that makes sense. And tonight we had 3 piles. So thanks for your patience. All right, and here's the stitch. I'm doing the wrong. I was like, wait, why did we not do the chart placements and the letters? But we did. Okay. My goodness. Yeah, I'm losing it. Ugh. So, Janice Kath, we've got a very happy, satisfactory, if I do say so myself, yes. And a yes at the bottom of the deck here. All right. I almost always want to call this 9 of Pentacles from this deck the Empress every time. It's so funny. But the 10 of Pentacles ain't bad. Shoots. All right, so we've got a yes. Okay. All right. Now, let me see here. Anyone else? Okay. No, we're good. Okay, me too, you guys. Thank you for hanging out. And please be mindful to get some rest. Tomorrow is another day. All right. And who knows what's around the corner? You guys, keep it positive, keep it light. Can't be so serious all the time, right? But be mindful to check in with yourselves. Hey, how are you doing, right? And when you check in, be honest, okay? No one outside of you is going to know anyways, so it's totally safe. But you should definitely be honest with yourselves, okay? Because it might matter in some of those next steps just around the corner, whether or not you're actually full throttle in alignment with that manifestation and or blessing that really is looking to be a vibrational match for you. All right, don't give up, okay? And you guys, please smile, would you? All right, much love and light. I really mean that, collective.